Hey Pisces, welcome to your May 2020 reading. It is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Some of it might be for you, some of it might be for someone else. You could be a sun sign, moon sign, rising sign, or Venus sign Pisces, or you could be watching because someone's a Pisces. Either way, I am grateful you're here. Thank you so much for tuning in. You can find me on Instagram at Candy Wishman, and you can also find me on Patron. The information's in the description box below, as well as my May social media posting schedule. And let's kind of get to it. Just so you guys know, I am feeling a little bit lighter with the energy today. A little post full moon in Scorpio. But Pluto going retrograde, full moon in Scorpio. Things have been kind of intense. The readings have been a little intense. So just take what you can. Take what you can handle. Deal with it. You know. Take it with a grain of salt. Take whatever resonates. It's just very important to remember that, because these things can be a little bit heavy. They always end up being for like your greatest and highest good and stuff, but it's just sometimes I feel like there's so many of us that have a lot of stuff to work through. So, all right, what is the overall energy of the month for you, Pisces? The overall energy. Oh, look at that. That's strange. Okay, Aquarius also got this. Okay, so we have purification, okay? We have abundance on the bottom, though. So abundance is like maybe clearing, I feel like maybe clearing out your blockages to your abundance, to your cornucopia, to your happiness. You know, abundance can be a great many things, not just money or wealth. So I think that's a very interesting start here, guys. It's interesting because this guy's got like a ring around his head, and I've never really noticed that before. I feel like it's sort of like clearing some foggy stuff up, but it's definitely purifying something. It's definitely washing away something. Okay, what can you focus on this month? Another 4. That's also very odd because I usually only get 3. Okay, look at that. We have the Death card. So an ending. What that ending means, it's not so much that you're grieving the loss of something. I think it's healthy to grieve the loss of things, but an ending. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, because it's more about what's going to be a new beginning for you. So we have the Ace of Cups, okay, new beginning in love, okay, inexhaustible source of love from within, learning to love yourself, to allow others to love you the way you deserve to be loved. a couple of choice cards, but I feel like we have, okay, so we have the Knight of Wands and we have the Lovers, okay, so I feel like there's a back and forth maybe between two energies for you. Not sure which one to pick, maybe to stay or to go. And then we have the Fool. Okay, so you're wanting a new beginning regardless. But I feel like with the Fool being here and with this Ace of Cups being here, I feel like it's the newer energy that you're really drawn to. And I feel like the Knight of Wands also represents kind of what fuels your fire. So I feel like maybe that's what you need to focus on. What actually makes you feel fulfilled, and I don't want to say it's going to be one person or the other, because I don't believe that it's anyone's job to make you feel good or fill your cup. It's yours. But I feel like one of these energies is more supportive in you filling your cup than the other, okay? The Fool, I love that the Fool only carries his baggage. I don't know if blue butterflies mean something to somebody, but I was just guided to point that out. The Fool doesn't carry anyone else's baggage but his own. He has very few things, but he's those things are very valuable to him. They have meaning. They have, they're quantitative, not qualitative, or qualitative, not quantitative. So I think it's very, I think what I'm getting from this is more, they're showing me the substance of this new energy. There's just so much more quality to that. It's real, it's genuine, it's supportive. it could be where this lies for you for the most part, because it is so supportive in you creating that for yourself. Okay, so let's kind of see what needs to be surrendered. Okay, what needs to be surrendered, Pisces? Yeah. Very interesting. Okay. Yeah, Four of Pentacles. Okay, this is Capricorn energy, but this is the energy of not being able to let go, like hanging on too tightly to something out of fear. Now, I'm getting a couple messages with this particular card with the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like there's an energy of, because this is like, what do you need to surrender? Surrendering to what is going to provide you the opportunity to be an individual, to be independent, to feel good, look good, smell good, whatever that is, to surrender to whatever path is carved out for you in that regard. But on the other hand, okay, I see somebody that's proud. There's some pride here about the way things look, the way things are to other people, the way it's mostly about how things appear to look to other people. Okay, there's like a pride here, there's a status, there's a things need to appear. It's the appearance thing. And then we have the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands is an energy of, especially with this card coming out, you've made a decision, but you're getting so overwhelmed with the details, like trying to just microscopically look at all the details, that you're having a hard time acting on that decision. So it's kind of surrendering the fear, because I think that's what spins you. Okay, so this old concept that you have to, you know, look good for other people, or you have to be with someone, or I feel like that's really the old energy of the relationship that you may still be in right now. It's like a, you know, it's this concept, like it's what people expect of you. It's a status thing. There's fear around, okay, sorry, I had to let my cat out. So there's like, it's sort of like this concept, like maybe they look the part, maybe you thought that's what your life was supposed to look like. I don't know. So I feel like it's something around that. But what happens is you get caught up in that, and then it's sort of like those are the details you get caught up in, and you have a hard time acting on the decision because they create fear in you. So it needs to be surrendered, okay? All right, what are you going to be challenged with this month? Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, we have the Queen of Pentacles. To me, sometimes this is the domestic partnership card or the karmic partnership card. So you could be in a karmic relationship, Pisces. So very much so, the card that popped out right away was the Death card. I think you know on some level that this is coming to an end. I think you're going to be challenged by that ending, because it's never easy to lose something, right? It's never easy for things to come to an end, especially if they're a big part of your life. You're going to be challenged with the fear, the nightmares over it, the mental looping over what people think or what they're going to say or how it's all going to play out, sort of focusing on like the worst case scenario instead of the best case scenario for everyone. Because I have to tell you, if your heart isn't in this relationship, it's not actually fair to the person you're with. Beyond that, chances, I mean, I don't really know if their heart's 100% in the relationship either. Like, I'm not really tapped into their energy as much because this is about you, but then we have the Strength card, okay? So mastery of emotions, meaning there's going to be struggle with your emotions. Your emotions are going to wreak havoc on you a little bit this month. And it's not to be in fear of that. It's just to have awareness around it. Because if your emotions are running rampant in fear, it means that they're being driven by fear. Fear protects wounds. What wound are you afraid of exposing? Okay, what are you afraid will happen? Maybe you feel you'll be judged. Sorry. Ooh, let's clear out that throat chakra, shall we? Because I feel like there may be some truth that needs to be spoken. And even if you can't speak it to other people, it might be good to speak it to yourself, to clear that right up. I feel though that this is a really good opportunity for you to step into your confidence. And it doesn't mean that you're leaving this one person for the other person. I think you are going to spend some time really focusing on you instead of just jumping into another relationship. And I think that's a really beautiful thing, because that Ace of Cups is here for a reason. It's time to sort of purify the water in your cup from everybody else's water that's been, you know, dipping into it all this time. Okay, so what is some supportive energy for you, Pisces? Okay, very interesting. Okay, oh, I love that. All right, we have the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is an interesting energy because it's an awareness energy, okay? Awareness around, I'm just going to pull the Page of Wands from this deck just because it sometimes has what I need to say specifically. Like the wording sometimes matters. Maybe it's certain words that resonate with people, or they need to hear those certain words to make the connection. I don't know. I just do as I'm told. So, there it is. Learn how to direct your energy. Okay, you may be directing your energy into the wrong, in the wrong direction. So, an example, you know, constantly thinking of the worst case scenario is directing your energy in the wrong direction. Versus, so I feel like how this is supportive is you can recognize where you are trying to direct your energy, and that's going to tell you a lot about what you're trying to avoid. And whenever you're trying to avoid something, it's something that needs healing. And when you can heal something, you are more empowered, okay? The Four of Cups, again, showing up with boredom and discontentment, okay? You're going to feel this painstakingly a lot this month, because for you, this is your catalyst. Not the drama, not the emotionally intense stuff, none of that. What it is, it's the boredom and the discontentment and that underlying feeling of just not being happy. Okay, that's actually going to be your catalyst, which I feel is good. And then we have the Two of Cups. Okay, this is two people coming together with equal cups. They're equals. One is not supporting solely the other. They are two equal individuals coming together. They see each other as equals. I feel like when you look inside your heart, you see the right person that you're meant to be with. But again, you're at the Ace of Cups stage right now. The supportive energy is understanding that you are worthy of being in an equal partnership where you enjoy your company, you enjoy the relationship. It's not even about it being exciting or passionate all the time. It's just real. Like it's, yeah. Okay. So very interestingly, I was like, look at that, a woman holding a heart. Because I asked about an event, right? An event, some events or some important events that are going to happen. So a woman holding a heart, okay, is, yeah, look at that. That's even better. I'll take that. The woman holding a heart is sort of like an offer of love, right? So, and this could go in three different ways. This could be the person you're with offering to be something they aren't for you in order to keep you to stay or want you to stay, okay? Which isn't okay, because they should be okay with who they are, and knowing that it's not that you how do I put this? It's not that you want them to be someone else, okay? Because you would never want to hurt them like that. I just feel like who they are and who you are aren't really a direct vibrational match, okay? It could be this other entity offering you their heart, okay? It could be you offering your heart to one or the other, okay? It doesn't matter if they're woman, man, doesn't matter. There's no gender here. It's just the offer of the heart, okay? But I love that this showed up. This is the solar plexus chakra. This is the chakra of willpower, of empowerment, of standing in what you understand is your value. When you live your life based on what you think other people want of you, you devalue yourself. And I love even more that the financial constraints is at the bottom. This isn't necessarily about you losing money. It could be if there's some sort of financial situation here, like if there's a financial codependency or dependency. I feel like, though, there's a direct correlation to how abundant you are, to how much you value yourself. Like, whose currency are you putting in your vault? And I think that's really going to come in clear for you this month, Pisces, where you're like, okay, I've been putting other people's currency in my vault. I need to start investing in myself. I need to stand. I feel like you're going to have a moment where you're going to have to stand in your power. That is the moment that's coming for you. And I think it's going to be beautiful. I think it's going to be a little scary. It's almost like ripping a Band-Aid off, okay? You're going to have to rip the Band-Aid off. But I think if you can sit in your heart space and stand in your power, and really, again, focus on what you truly want, okay, what really makes you feel alive, I think it's going to turn out best for all people involved. So we're going to leave off with a guidance card from the fairies. What do the fairies have to say, Pisces? Okay. Trust that there's a reason for everything that happens. Remove yourself from the negative emotions of others, focusing on that which frightens or worries you. Yes. Okay, so dreaming up the worst case scenario is not actually going to help you. I think it needs to be surrendered as part of the surrender piece, focusing on the details, focusing on what people think. I think shifting that focus to knowing that this is happening to help you and the other person and all the other people involved, and to help you shift your focus to something like, yeah. Understand where that fear comes from. It's just a wound that doesn't belong to you. So I hope that this has helped. Be your peace, love yourself, share your light, and have an amazing month of May.